Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Today we've got a new e-bike. So this has been sent by a company called ESKUTE. We've done some reviews on these before and I actually really like this brand. And this is one of their newest models. It's called the ESKUTE NETUNO. So this is a 250 watt rear hub drive e-bike. It's got a 14.5 amp hour integrated battery, which looks pretty smart on the frame. It's got zoom front suspension, a really nice front light, and it's got their all new display, which looks really cool, apart from the cameras making it flicker. Also, you might have noticed that the rear hub actually looks a little bit different to normal ones, and that's because it's actually a Bafang geared hub motor, so like quite a high-end hub motor there. So I'd be interested to see what the torque's like, because Bafang motors are pretty good. Let's take it for a spin. Right, so we'll give it a try then. So we're in pedal assist level 1, just pull away. So you're pedaling quite hard. I'm in the lowest gear, and you can feel a bit of assistance there. It's very subtle, that first level, and basically to turn up the power you can just go through the other assist levels by pushing the M button here, and then so 2, 3, so I can feel that's giving you quite a bit of boost now. So I'm not pushing that hard on the pedals at all. So stay in 3 and just cruise along. Brakes feel nice and solid. Again, they're like cable brakes, but you know what, the cable brakes are actually so pretty powerful. What's this guy doing? Someone's coming around the other way. So yeah, we're pulling away now in the third level. It's really nice. It just actually, that third level is just ideal because you're not getting loads of power. You're not going to launch off really quick, and you know, it gives you quite a bit of assistance. One thing I've noticed about this is the pedal assist is really smooth. They said to me that they had improved it quite a bit on this model versus the last one. I think it might have been the Voyager. It was a little bit jerky. A lot of these pedal assists are actually terrible, but this feels really good. This feels more like a mid-drive. Actually, there is a mid-drive version of this as well, which is called the NETUNO Pro, which is also a Bafang. Let's get across here. It's also a Bafang motor, but the mid-drive one. Right, so this is good. You can get out, you can get a bit of exercise, but also it just means, you know, if you do struggle to keep up with other e-bikes, you can use this and join in the fun. It just means you can go a little bit further than you would on a normal, you know, a normal mountain bike. Right, still in the third level. Let's crank it up. So this is the 5th level now. Gone through my gears. I'm on the lowest gear. Nice. Just cruising. So I'm not actually pushing on the pedals at all. My feet are just going around at the moment. But it won't, because of the limit, because of the 15.5 speed limit, 15.5 mile an hour top end, it's limited to that with the pedal power. But it works really nicely because you don't really seem to feel like the motor is out pedaling you, if that makes sense, or out powering you. So like if I sort of, you know, my legs are going around, I'm still providing a bit of, this pedal assist is actually pretty good. I mean, that's probably a bit lame. It's actually very, very good. It's one of the best I've actually ridden, and I've only just taken out the road. I can tell straight away it's actually really good. Right, let's go into the towpath. This is going to be interesting. Right, onto the towpath. So the first thing I've noticed about bumping down that curb is this front suspension is really good, and I remember this from the other ESKUTE models. The front suspension is really good quality. It doesn't pop or bang. It's actually like a really nice, you know, it's got a really nice feel about it. You can kind of, it feels a lot more expensive. I mean, it's a Zoom brand, which is kind of like mid-range, I suppose, these days, but that's decent suspension on that. Obviously this is hardtail, so there's no rear suspension, but so far I'm not really having a problem with that. It feels great. Another thing I like about this bike is it's a bit like the conversion it's a bit like the bike I used for the conversion when I started my whole e-bike journey. This frame, similar to the Trek Marlin 5, it's kind of got this flat tube that starts off, you know, a bit square and goes flat. It's nice. So yeah, I should probably turn the just turn the power down a little bit, turn the assist level down to maybe back to 3, because you know, you don't want to be speeding off too quick down a towpath. Of course, this sort of bike is ideal for this sort of riding, well, a multitude of riding as well, because the tyres aren't too knobbly. I mean, you can change those obviously. It's sort of, you know, a bit more hybrid than mountain bike, so you could ride this, you could ride it anywhere really. Thanks mate.
All right.
So yeah, you could ride this anywhere. It's a great sort of one all-purpose bike, which is what you want from an e-bike really, because obviously they're quite expensive, so you know, you don't really want to have a separate one for different kind of things. It's reasonably light as well. It's not you know, it's not heavy. It doesn't feel like you're kind of hauling this massive, you know, thing down the road. You can actually turn off all assist levels, I think. Let's just do that and just remind myself what it's like to ride a normal bike. I mean, it feels surprisingly easy to pedal actually. So if your battery did run out, you're not gonna have too much of a problem. Nice bike, handlebars are nice, you know, you've got this nice, it's very clean. I'm liking all this sort of this stuff they use to keep all the cables tidy as well. Screen's nice and clear, you can see that in the daylight, no problem at all. So I'm literally not using it, I've forgotten I'm not using any assist level at all. Thanks, he's cute. Have I got no pedal assist? That feels very easy to pedal. No, I'm getting hotter. it must be me just pedaling, not the motor. Right, let's stick some power back on then. Yeah, going so smooth. It's really smooth. Let's give it some beans. Yeah, these have got so much better, like the original pedal assists, you know, and some of the current ones out there, some of the bikes I've been sent, terrible pedal assist. Actually, what I find is, actually, if the bikes come with a throttle, normally the pedal assists are rubbish. This doesn't feel like you're going to have a problem, put it that way. Nice bike. It's eating up this towpath, no problem. The fact that it hasn't got a throttle might annoy some people, despite the fact it's not legal really, but do you know what? It looks like there's a throttle, a space for a throttle there anyway, so you could potentially add it. I didn't check the box actually, maybe there is one in the box. Should have looked at that really. Get sent so many bikes and stuff, I just have trouble getting through all of the reviews, because I do like testing them, because you know they're just getting more and more interested as time goes on. So yeah, this motor's obviously geared, and I am feeling kind of the benefit of that. It's not ludicrous, there's no like ludicrous power surge or anything like that. It just uses its torque well. I want to find a hill really to see what it goes like up a hill. I mean, I'm not the lightest rider at all, not now. Beefed up a bit in my later years. Some of the YouTube videos I look at, I think, blimey, what was I eating? Not a lot, probably. But yeah, nothing that can't be sorted out with a bit of riding. So yeah, I'm going down through the gears. We're getting a nice wriggle on now. I think up here it's basically a bit of an incline. Not this one. There's another incline up here, but I feel it would probably slow down a little bit, but. This is nice. The biggest problem I'm having is a lot of these trees are too low. She's flying, guys. Right, approaching my little climb test, which is up here. So we're going to start from nothing at the bottom. Obviously I'm going to get it in the right gear and everything else, and try and see how easy it is to get up here. On throttle normally these bikes really fail, but I mean, yeah, I'm having to put, from a standstill, I'm having to put power in to get up there. But let's just try it. Let's just try this side without any power at all and just see if I can actually do it. I mean, I will be able to do it, but it's just how much effort you're having to put in. Yeah, that is. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of work. A lot of work to get up there. So you can see how easy it is with the assist. Show you with the assist, and it's fifth level of assist as well. So let's take a little back up a little bit. Right, let's go. See, the power's not really coming in until about there, but you can see how much easier that is. So you can imagine on a long stretch how easy that's going to become. So it's not making you lazy. I mean, I've got e-bikes, as you know, if you watch the channel. I'm out of breath. If you watch the channel, you'll know I've got e-bikes that will do that from a standing start at probably like 20-30 mile an hour. But maybe that's a bit strong, but you know, you get the idea. Got some powerful bikes, but these have just come such a long way. You know, I sell DIY e-bike kits, and I'll say that the only reason to do a DIY e-bike is to have one that's way more powerful than this. It's not really worth making a 250 unless you like the bike, unless you really like the bike, like an old bike that you've got and you really like that one and you want to convert it. Because right now what's happening on the sort of factory e-bikes, they're just so good. Brands like this, ESKUTE, just such a good bit of kit for the money. This I think retails about £1,100. So, you know, it's not the cheapest bike. Your Halford Special will not be anywhere near this. You know, just things from China are a lot more advanced in terms of e-bikes. You know, they have been doing this a long time. I mean, I know most of the stuff in Halford is probably Chinese anyway, but for the price level, you're getting way more from buying privately from a company like this, like ESKUTE. So yeah, guys, to sum up, great bike. I'd have one. So yeah, guys, what a great bike. Highly recommend this one. It's great as an all-rounder, and it's a good spec as well. You know, you've got the Bafang motor on there, which is a really high quality motor. The controller's super smooth. You know, again, these things have just come on leaps and bounds. So much better than some of the other stuff I've ridden. Battery's a decent capacity as well. I think I've not even lost one bar. I've probably done like, you know, 4 or 5 miles so far, and it hasn't even dropped. So that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.